Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 37 of Diehlman at Halftime, the NBA podcast that tops all others. I'm your host, Larry Diehlman. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome aboard, and if you've been a loyal listener, welcome back. We have much to get to today and not a lot of time to do it. We have 5 sections that we'll get into. A general overview of the NBA this week, and for the first time here in Season 2, our usual highlight, lowlight, random stat, and game of the week. Let's get into our content for the week. A new season means a new home for one NBA team. The LA Clippers finally split from their older brother, the LA Lakers. They moved out of Crypto.com Arena, formerly Staples Center. The Clippers played their first game at Intuit Dome on Wednesday as they hosted the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix won 116-113 in overtime. The groundbreaking ceremony for Intuit Dome was in September 2021 and it opened this past August. Intuit Dome, located in Inglewood, California, is only about 20 to 25 minutes south from Crypto.com Arena, so the Clippers are still in the area. One feature of this new $2 billion arena that has people talking is the wall. This section of the arena is 51 consecutive rows on the baseline adjacent to the visitors' bench that's reserved for Clippers fans only. It should be an exciting new era in the team's history. Also, speaking of the Clippers, the team is facing a lawsuit. Randy Shelton, a former strength and conditioning coach for the team, is suing the team and team president Lawrence Frank for wrongful termination because he raised concerns about superstar Kawhi Leonard's health management. Frank supposedly met with Shelton before Leonard went to the Clippers, saying Shelton would have a role with the team if Leonard went there. He was allegedly part of a recruitment of Leonard to LA, which would have been a tampering violation. Once hired, he was mostly shunned from meetings that dealt with Leonard's health, and Shelton accused the team of mishandling the superstar's injury issues. Additionally, Shelton said he was, quote, not compensated for wages owed. Wow. Leonard has been criticized for load management, especially with the Clippers, but this story is even crazier. This episode is entitled The First Chapter. So, who's raising eyebrows at the moment? Let's go to our highlight, the LA Lakers. Although the city of Los Angeles is 2 wins away from a Dodgers World Series win, they can also be excited about the Lakers. LA is 3-0 and tied with the Oklahoma City Thunder for first in the West to start the 2024-25 season. Under new head coach J.J. Redick, the Lakers opened with a 110-103 home victory over Minnesota. Anthony Davis had a monster game, dropping 36 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. And LeBron James didn't have to go all out for LA to have a chance. For a guy who's about to be 40 in December, that's a positive. There was something that happened in that game, though, that trended on social media. LeBron and his son Bronny played together for the first time in a regular season game. The younger James played 3 minutes and collected 1 rebound. Please note, he's not going to get many minutes. The Lakers will have him go between the G League and the main roster. Despite a frustrating first-round loss to the Nuggets last season, LA has pieces to work with. Starters Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves, as well as rookie Dalton Knecht off the bench, should be nice. Time will tell how good Redick will be on the sidelines, but I know Lakers fans are happy about Darvin Ham's departure. Darvin Ham is now an assistant coach with Doc Rivers on the Milwaukee Bucks, and I've been seeing on social media how people are like, oh, J.J. Redick doesn't have his hands in his pocket like Darvin Ham did on the Lakers. The Lakers' next game is tonight, Monday, October 28th at 10 o'clock. They will be in Phoenix to take on the Suns. Let's get to our low light, the Brooklyn Nets. Like I predicted in my power rankings last week, I had a feeling the Brooklyn Nets were going to be the worst team in the league, and I'm pretty on target thus far. The Nets are 1-2 and in a 7-way tie for 7th in the East. 7-way ties beginning of the season, that'll even out soon. It's amazing how fast this team went from championship contender to bottom feeder in record time. When the Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden experiment blew up, Mikal Bridges was made the focal point after Durant was traded to Phoenix. Now Bridges is gone. In the offseason, Brooklyn hired Jordi Fernandez, an assistant coach with the Sacramento Kings, to be the new head coach. For now, this squad will revolve around Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, and Ben Simmons. Thomas is averaging 30.7 points a game through Brooklyn's first 3 contests, dropping 36, 24, and 32 respectively. Nick Claxton, who's been a starter for the Nets the last few seasons at center and known for rebounding and defense, is coming off the bench. With a new coach and a roster starting all over essentially, this rebuild could take a while. As in, they could be in number 1 overall pick territory for 2025. Brooklyn's upcoming schedule might expedite that. Their next game is tomorrow, Tuesday, October 29th at 7:30 p.m. They will host the Denver Nuggets. Let's head over to our random stat. Athletes can benefit from a new situation. This could be because of a new coach, a new team, or both. The latter appears to be true for sharpshooters Klay Thompson and Buddy Hield. Hield hit 12 triples in his first 2 games in the Bay Area, including 7 of 9 against the Jazz, while Thompson hit 11. Thompson even hit 6 triples in his opener with Dallas, which was the franchise record for a debut. Hield is averaging 4.3 made three-pointers per game so far, and Thompson is averaging 5.5 per game. Of course, these averages will even out in the coming weeks. Imagine if they kept this up, however. With a 16 trade in the offseason, Thompson arrived in Dallas from Golden State. Hield was part of that deal, going from Philadelphia to Golden State. There is a slight difference with these two, though. Thompson is the only one of the two that's starting games. Hield is doing this off the bench. The end of last season wasn't particularly good for either of these sharpshooters. Thompson was 0 for 10 in an elimination play-in tournament game, which was his final game in Golden State. Hield was unplayable in the Sixers' first-round exit versus the Knicks. But let's hope Thompson and Hield return to form and light the NBA on fire again. Finally, let's go to Game of the Week. For this week's Game of the Week and the first one for Season 2 of Diehlman at halftime, let's go with the Dallas Mavericks at Minnesota Timberwolves. This game will be on Tuesday, October 29th at 7:30 p.m. This game is a rematch of the Western Conference Finals last season, where the Mavericks won in 5 games. In Game 2, Luka Doncic hit a game-winning triple over Rudy Gobert with 3 seconds left to give Dallas a 2-0 series lead. These teams look a little different from when that series was played. Dallas has Klay Thompson on the wing replacing Derrick Jones Jr., who went to the Clippers. Minnesota has Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo replacing Karl Anthony Towns in that trade with the Knicks. So far this season, the Mavericks opened with a win over San Antonio and a loss to Phoenix. The Timberwolves lost their first game to the Lakers before picking up wins against Sacramento and Toronto. Even though the early part of the season is hard to determine who's better than who, I'll go with Dallas 113-108. Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you haven't already, make sure to follow me on social media. I have 2 X or Twitter accounts and 2 Instagram accounts. The podcast accounts are under @Diehlman_NBA for both X and Instagram. That is @DIEHLMAN_NBA. My personal X account is at Larry Diehlman 18. That is at LarryDiehlman 18. And my personal Instagram is at Mr. Sports 18. That is at MR_SPORTS 18. They're also in the description on Buzzsprout, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to spread the word about Diehlman at halftime. See you next time, fellow Hoops fans.